This is my journey into becoming a sustainability consultant. So, what exactly is a sustainability consultant? Well, it's a consultant who helps organizations and groups on sustainable practices that impact their organization and the environment along with their social impact. There are a couple of areas that you can go into when you're looking to go into the field of environmental sustainability. The one particular area that I work in for environmental sustainability is actually buildings. So my niche is actually existing buildings, not so much new buildings. And I work on existing buildings and their relationship to climate change. But there are so many different aspects of environmental sustainability that range from greening museums to working with an organization only where you only green their operations. So, what does the average day of a sustainability professional look like? For me, my role is definitely a desk job. I would say 5% of my current role is organizing pretty much my workload. The next 5% of my day are internal meetings and tasks, and also internal committees and professional growth. So I spend about 5% of my day on professional growth. 10% of my day is meeting with clients, consulting with them on their particular projects. 80% of my day is project management work. This is the work that go into the green building certifications like policy writing, working on statistical building data, data analysis, along with interpretation of building data. So my current job is very data heavy, both quantitative data and qualitative data. And you'll see that the majority of environmental sustainability has to do at this point with data. I've been in the field for close to 10 years, and I have to say I absolutely like it. But I did not go into the field through a traditional path. Currently, there are many different degree programs that surround environmental sustainability, bachelor's degrees and also master's degrees that focuses on environmental sustainability. But my path into the field was a little different. My degree was a bachelor's of fine arts. I knew that I always wanted to be in the museum field, and so I got a bachelor's degree in fine arts. I later went on to get a master's of public policy because that was one of the degrees that I knew that I could use while I was within the museum field. And then while I was getting my master's degree, I also got a graduate certificate in nonprofit management and leadership, which fit nicely into me being in the museum space. Most museums are non-for-profit organizations. So I really got into the field with a lack within the organization. So I'll explain. So my role at my first job only barely touched on sustainability. I dealt with a lot of statistical information surrounding sustainability for that particular building. I found myself doing more and more programming and projects around environmental sustainability in the organization that I was in at the time. And so they created a sustainability role for me. I was a manager of sustainability initiatives. So from that role, I got a lot of well-rounded knowledge of sustainability, green building practices, facility practices, and I was able to move into the corporate sustainability space fairly easy with that experience that I had. One of the on-job certifications that you definitely would need if you are working in the area of green building sustainability is either a LEED certification, a TRUE certification, Fitwell, or WELL, which I'm studying for now. And you can look up all of those different types of green building certifications, but I have 3 out of the 4 of those. Some of the skills that are needed within this role is definitely problem solving skills. You have to be very detail oriented and have great time management skills. You need to know how to multitask and prioritize most urgent tasks first. And definitely be forward thinking. This is a fast moving field, so you really have to be very forward thinking and have impeccable communication skills because you're going to work with a lot of clients throughout the day. One of the main experiences that you need within this field is some type of project management skills. And even if you're not working on a building related project, just skills that oversee projects or programs within an organization is very key. The prospects in this field is really great, honestly. As more and more companies are getting into sustainability, more and more roles are being created. And so the prospect of getting into the environmental sustainability field is great, and it really is a career choice that I am happy that I made. One piece of advice that I would have going into the field, well, actually, two pieces of advice that I would have going into the field is one, work for an organization that you truly believe in. And as you're working on sustainability, it really should come from the heart. And when it comes from the heart, you're able to find pleasure with working on sustainability in that organization. And when you no longer have pleasure for working on sustainability in that organization, then, it's time for you to move on to another organization that your personal and professional values align with. And the second piece of advice that I would give to you is value your work-life balance. This is a field that there is never a shortage of work. In each organization that I have worked for in corporate sustainability, in small non-for-profits, in small consulting firms, there's just never a shortage of work. So you can get burnt out fairly easily if you don't care for your own personal needs and really honor your work-life balance. Honestly, my career so far has been very rewarding, and I certainly don't mind working within the field until I'm ready to retire from secular work. And so this really is a promising field if you're looking into environmental sustainability. And hopefully this information was a little helpful to those who are looking to get into the field. As I mentioned before, there are many paths into this field. My path was a little different than the more traditional path that there is right now, since there are more degreed programs for environmental sustainability. But I just wanted to share some of my insights that I've had from working in this field for the past 10 years. And if you're looking into getting into this field, I wish you the very best in your endeavor. Thank you for watching, and happy greening.